if I could do just one thing and I had the money to do it, I'd do this. I'd do this energy work in countries at middle and low income levels, because I believe it would spark such an incredible economic revival. There'd be so much money that the world would then put money into what we know we ought to do in healthcare. Before the financial collapse, every single one of the countries that was meeting or exceeding the Kyoto target had less income inequality than the advanced world as a whole in this decade, and generated, relatively speaking, more jobs. The UK's in trouble now because of the bank problems they had, the real estate problems they had, but before that, they're the economy most like ours. Unlike America, they did not have an increase in income inequality in this decade because they increased their job base so much and their new business base so much, because they're going to beat their Kyoto targets by somewhere between 12 and 15%. Income inequality has increased in every year in the United States except for 4. And this is self-serving, but it's true, nonetheless. The 4 years of my second term. Now, and we weren't doing anything on it. We weren't doing anything like what I wanted to on climate change. But the reason I think it's true is, in those 4 years, we crossed a threshold that we've never been in before in the number of new jobs we were creating in a short amount of time, coupled with meaningful supports for working people, especially working families, in the lower half of the income bracket. And when you put it all together and look at the figures, all of a sudden the bottom 20%'s income in percentage terms is going up more than the top 20%. And it's because the labor markets got so tight. So I don't think that it was because they were virtuous in picking climate change. I think it's because in this decade, energy was the source of new jobs that would produce the largest number of new jobs in any advanced economy of any given investment option. That's what I think. In other words, it wasn't that it's a good thing we were saving the planet for our grandchildren, but the main thing is, if you're a rich country in an open world, you've got to have a source of new jobs every 5 to 8 years. And if you don't, then money will make money and labor won't, new businesses won't, and you'll have increased inequality. And you'll have gross misallocations of capital, which is what we had here. I am convinced that if we do this energy thing right, it will generate not only enormous numbers of new jobs and economic prosperity for countries at every income level, it will cause people to reimagine how they do everything. And therefore, the funds will flow naturally to healthcare, and the emerging economy will create a demand for higher levels of education. I basically always have believed that work is the best social program, and I think as it happens, saving the planet from the threat of climate change will create more work, more jobs, more ideas, and more positive interdependence than anything else we could do.